Right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's time to get ourselves ready and underway for the Japanese Grand Prix qualifying up first, of course. Maybe mods? Do it with an S? Ah, there you go. It's with an S. That link there will take you to the mod I'm using. Right. Let's get the car set up and ready for qualifying here in Japan then. So, I was using set 2 here by accident. Do you know what? I can go number 1, actually. That's fine. We can go back to number 1 for qualifying and the race here. That should be okay. In fact, we'll check out the gearbox, in fact. Seeing as gearboxes don't matter too much in this game. Cool. I think I'm happy with 110 AI as well. That looked pretty good in practice. Let's get the in-game music on. And I think we are good to go. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Time for qualifying here in Japan. So far, our qualifying pace this season has been pretty damn solid. I think we qualified... Was it P2 in Australia? P4 in China? Something like that? So our qualifying pace this season so far has been pretty damn strong. And hopefully, we can continue that here in Japan as well. Obviously, Japan is a pretty tricky trade to overtake with the current regulations. So the higher up we can qualify, the better chance we can get of getting a good result in this Grand Prix as well. So let's lock in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get underway for qualifying here in Suzuka. Let's do this.
A warm welcome, everybody, from a venue that has seen plenty of sensational laps over the years. Remember, Verstappen in 23, Vettel in 2019, some phenomenal pole laps. But whose will it be today?
What do you think of the new regulation specs for the 26th season? Honestly, DRS is basically still a thing. Let's be real, isn't it? It's still basically DRS, but you kind of get it for the entire lap now and only one detection zone. But then, of course, you have, like, the whole boost, overtake, and recharge modes now, don't you? I think you get to choose that every lap, too. So, yeah, it seems like DRS is now more powered by the engine now, rather than the rear wing as such, really, isn't it? Aerodynamically, it was called drag reduction system. What we have now is a system that just gives you more power over a lap. So it's kind of like DRS in a way, but not. It's kind of weird. It'll take a little bit of getting used to, I think. I mean, we're not even calling it Mum anymore, are we? They changed the name of it. But yeah, I don't know if they actually confirmed the name of it, but yeah. Rob, yeah, the recharge, overtake, and boost. Although I don't know what the difference between overtake and boost is, really, though. But, yeah. What up, Harry? How's it going, mate? They don't want the jokes to say it with it. I mean, yeah, what were they expecting, you know? Calling it manual override mode, the abbreviation is MOM. What was you expecting? From drag reduction system to a system that reduces drag. But it doesn't really reduce drag, though. Because it's more from the engine than it does the aero. The whole point of the aero system of the drag reduction system was to open up the rear wing, reduce the drag via the aero. But it doesn't really do that with the current mechanisms, you know? The drag will still be there. It's just you're having different power modes, essentially. But I'm keen to see what happens. I hope it'll work, but I don't know if it's enough. We'll see. We'll see. Right, let's get underway for Q1, shall we? Let's head out on track and try and get that gap between Sainz and Gasly. That'd be good. I don't want to make a change to the car, do I?
All clear the garage, please. Car's ready to leave.
Isn't it called boost mode now? Well, there's like 3 different buttons, I'm pretty sure. Leo, thank you for the touch, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. How's it going, man? Cars need to get more lights and more nibbles, so tired of these whales. Well, I mean, with them being a bit smaller and lighter, hopefully it'll be in a step in that direction. Is it enough? I don't think so, but I guess we'll find out, right? I guess we'll find out. I want nothing but success with these regulations. I don't care what it takes. We just want good, close racing. We're tired of these DRS trains with dirty air that people just can't overtake in. I think some of that isn't just regulation-based. I think some of it is also track-based. I think some of the tracks we have aren't just good enough for Monday F1 these days, but yeah. Just saying, well, it's beautiful. Thank you. The good old Monster FSR. I think it is primarily regulation-based more than anything, but some of the tracks we do have in F1 just aren't right for F1 these days. We're never going to have cars that was, you know, as small as we had in the 80s and 90s and stuff, you know. We're always going to have quite big cars. Like, yeah, we have reduced in size a little bit, but we're not going to see good racing in Monaco still. There's a really nice gap behind this, Ligier behind us, actually. Warm these tyres up and let them go, and we'll use up that gap. Monaco, cough, cough. Yeah, don't need to cough, cough anymore, I don't think. Front tire's still a little bit cold. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First quali of the day. Let's see what we can do for our first lap time as well. The RS wide open. Let's lock in real quick. I'm going to get impeded, aren't I? Jesus, man. Tried to steal a little bit of a toe there. Oh, understeer galore in that first part of the spoon section. And again, a little bit of the second one as well. Bit clumsy on the understeer through those two corners. Hopefully it's still an okay middle sector overall, though. Double green, no purple just yet. Through the front two corners we go. Try and keep our foot planted here. Keep it tight to the line. How's it going to be for our first lap? It's a 28.2, and it puts us P2 8/10 behind Alain Prost. Good Lord. I mean, being ahead of Johansson and Senna and Alboreto is still not bad, but, yeah, 8/10 down on Prost is a huge gap. Hopefully that lap will be enough for a Q2, though. Hopefully. Why are you wearing golf gloves? Why aren't you wearing golf gloves? I might have a hot take, but I think Cadillac finishes in the top 10 next year.
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
What's a hot take about that? When you said might have a hot take, I was expecting, like, Vindaloo type hot take here. Bro, that's as cold as a can of Pepsi from the freezer. What do you mean? And they finish ahead of Audi and Alpine. How low are we setting the bar here? I mean, I don't expect a lot from Cadillac in the first year. I think it's quite interesting because obviously Cadillac are coming in as a brand new team. Audi, although yes, they're rebranding to Audi, it's technically not a new team. It's the same team that's been there the entire time. Cadillac are an entire new team. However, Audi building their own engines and Cadillac using a Ferrari engine will make it very interesting, I think. Very, very interesting. I think both teams will probably finish 9th, 10th, 11th, that sort of area, you know? Rip off the on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in. Where have you been? I have been dying from a headache yesterday. I was away for a few days, obviously, while I was getting set up, but I planned on streaming yesterday, but unfortunately, I came down with a pretty ridiculous headache, and I just struggled, so if I streamed yesterday, I'd be dead right now. Cadillac win the title? Imagine. Cadillac win the title, then Zach Brown buys out the team. I see the vision. I see the vision. Can't wait to see Caddy Brother an engine in 28. 29, I think, no. And that's when they're bringing the new engine in. So I think 29 is when the new engine regs come through as well, which is why they're targeting that as their new one. Yo, what has Alan Prost had for breakfast today? 8.5 tens to Rene Arnoux. I mean, what's Rene Arnoux doing in P2 as well? That's ridiculous, lap. But Alan Prost in first, Rene Arnoux in second, ourselves in third, Stefan Johansson fourth, PK Mansell, Jones, Senna, and Alboreto, as well as KK Rosberg on that top 10 as well. Bruh, that's a ridiculous gap. What's that gap to P6? I mean, our teammate, Jared Berger's a little bit further down, but light there. I gapped Derek Warwick in P16. He's done 29.6. We did a 28.2. I think we're good for Q2, aren't we? I think we're good for Q3. Q2, sorry. Up, Cyrus. My team is so bad on console. The thing is, to be fair, playing the game on PC generally is so much better because of the modding community. The modding community on F125 is insane on PC. So good. I'm pretty sure it's 29 that's the new engine regs, yeah. Fairly sure. Is this a new career? It is indeed, yep. This is round number 3 of our new career. What did I read there? What do people think the Ford powertrain is going to be the weakest? Well, looking elsewhere in motorsports, Ford haven't really, like, lit the world alight, have they? Obviously, their Mustang's doing okay in IMSA and WEC. But in NASCAR, I don't watch on NASCAR, but I heard apparently not doing great in NASCAR. I believe their supercars aren't amazing either, from what I've heard, too. Again, those are two series I don't watch there. I do watch WEC and IMSA sometimes, but, yeah. So I think, like, just based off of how they are in other motorsports right now, I think a lot of people are basing their opinion off that, but, yeah. Ford is meh in NASCAR? Yeah, that's what I mean. Mustang is a dog in iRacing? Well, if iRacing says it's true, then it must be. All right, let's retire for the session. Let's see how we finish up. We do finish up in P3. Wow, that top 3 is pretty crazy, isn't it? We've got Alan Prost, who is 8.5 tenths up on Rene Arnoux right now in second place. A great lap from Arnoux there, who's not actually Spanish, I promise. We finished P3, though, in the Benetton. Stefan Johansson in 4th, PK in 5th, Mansell, Jones, Senna, Alboreto, and Thierry Boutsen in the top 10. Both the arrows getting through to Q2. Great lap from those guys. KK Rosberg splitting those to the moment. I'm sure he'll be up there at some point in qualifying. Johnny Dumfries, Patrice, and Berger are all through to the second session as well. Leaving us in the first session is Jacques Lafitte, Philip Strife, Derek Warwick, Martin Brundle, and Patrick Tambay. They're all knocked out in the opening session here in Japan. On to Q2 we go. Let's see what we can do this time round. Can't also fully judge other sports at Gage Ferrari, otherwise Ferrari would actually win an F1. True. But that's anything we can really judge off, though, isn't it? Like, we have no idea how Ford are actually going to do. I feel like my optimism is quite low because I just don't think they're going to be as strong as Honda. But who knows? Who knows? Let's see if we can jump onto an old soft tire for our first lap. See if we'll do enough for a... see if we do enough for a Q3 with that. I don't think it will be, but we'll have to go.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
How do you get custom teams? This is a mod. We use the 1986 season mod. I'm dog at iRacing. I've not used the Ford in iRacing, to be fair, so I don't own a lot of the GT3 cars. The only GT3 cars I own are the Merc, the Ferrari, and I will get the Aston, I promise. I will get the Aston at some point. Any quali predictions today? Oh, chat, you guys want a quali prediction? You guys want a quali pred? That's not cold tires is interesting. I mean, is it worth the GTPs? You want to do one for Q1, Q3, you reckon? Sounds good to me. If Mustang's correct, Ford has the most experienced hybrid systems of those in F1. Are we basing that off motorsports or their road cars? Not as bad as people very much like it still wants to kill you. Yeah. Cold tires on iRacing are brutal sometimes, man. Really brutal. The only car I feel okay with is the LMP2 on cold tires. But I imagine at some point that will get drowned out. I cannot wait until we get the new LMP2 rigs come through. I think they're coming in 2028, I believe. They were originally meant to be in for next year, but they got delayed. I pray the new LMP2 rigs are good. Yeah, the Vantage sounds amazing in real life. Sounds so good. However, it does cheat a little bit. It uses the Merc engine, so... But it's an Aston, so I'll let it go. Alright, here we go. First lap Q2. Will it be the only one? Let's find out. Whoa, hello. That's a bit of understeer there. God, front end is feeling really understeery on these one tires. Timmy does a 28.4. This lap has felt very understeery. We'll get a nice slipstream here, though. Thank you, Bootson. Very kind of you. No, move now. Brother, please. I'm taking the apex. Screw you. I actually made it as well. I mean, we managed to pull back to a 28.4. That's not too shabby. And that bit of slipstream towards the late stage of the lap was very useful. But, yeah, that first sector was a bit messy. I was struggling quite a bit with the understeer on that lap. Ayrton instead of a 27.8 that time around. Let's head back to the pits and see what happens. What place are we? P4 right now. I don't know if that lap's going to be enough to keep us in the top 10. We are ahead of Michele Alboreto in the Ferrari. Christian Danner's P5 in the Arrows, though. He's doing pretty well right now, too, so... I think we'll probably jump down a few more places here. Do you think Lewis Hamilton should retire? Not yet. I think he'll give 2026 a go, see how the new regulations fare out. If it's not looking good, then, yeah, he might dip out.
Less than 1 lap of fuel left now. The tank's
how much Newton meter do you use in your base? This is a 9 Newton meter base. I'd say I use about 8 of it, maybe. It's never a really good idea to use, you know, the maximum amount of it. Where even is Brands? It's in Kent. A little bit further south of London. I think there must be still a few cars yet to do a lap. I did think I was a little early, so... I'd be surprised if we stay in, like, the top 6 on that lap. How much will it stick around for 26, 27, and 28, I feel? I think the max he'll do is 27. However, after 21, I said he'd probably retire in 23. And here he is in 2025 still going, so... Who knows? I'm sure he knows best out of everyone, so... Alright, let's have a look at the times. There's still P4 right now. There must be more on the... Yeah, there's a few more doing laps. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of poor laps out there, actually. Prost did a 31-1 that time. I think there's a lot of impeding going on. Nelson Piquet and Alan Prost in 11th and 12th. They are very far down for their liking. Arnoux goes P7. It's what Mansell does. Who's my favorite driver? Verstappen. 27.6 for Nigel Mansell. Interesting. All right, so I mean, P5's not too bad, is it? We're 7 tenths up on Stefan Johansson in P11, but I think there's a lot of very fast drivers behind us here. We've got Alboreto, Dumfries, Johansson, PK, Prost all behind us. And they can all improve their lap. I feel like it might be a good idea just to a second lap to be sure, right? Just to be safe. It's very close to ourselves and our teammate, though. We're only a 100th behind our teammate. Really, really close there. What's my prediction for the WDC in 26? I'm not going to do predictions yet. I'll wait until we get some testing underway first, then we'll decide. Then I'll decide if my predictions. But at the moment, I feel like it's too early to tell. Yours too? Love to see it. Do another lap, you reckon? Go again? Yeah, I think it might be worth it. There's a lot of fast drivers behind us, so if we was ahead of our teammate, maybe I'd say we stay in, but being behind him, probably worth another lap, isn't it? Just for the ego boost. After second testing, that's what the predictions will be? Yeah, most likely. Basically, right before Australia, I'll probably do the predictions, and we'll see where we go from there. All right, let's skip on the time to the end of the session. We'll go to the 3-minute mark. About there should be good. We'll put fuel to minimum, and let's head out for our final lap of Q2.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
I feel like you lost a smidge getting blocked that last bit. Yeah, probably a little bit, to be fair. I think a lot of our time came for the first and middle sector. We got a lot of understeer on the lap from the old tyre, so hopefully a fresh tyre, we could probably push 27 here, I reckon. I do wonder if it's worth bailing out the lap, though, if we are through. I would like to save the tyre for a good running Q3. I think the floor as well on Twitch broke. Appreciate it, man. I'm probably not going to say that first part to avoid getting myself in trouble, but appreciate the follow, man. Bail strats. It might be time for bail strats. Yeah, if we're down on the lap or we are through, we'll probably just chill out and bring these tires back into the pits. We can use them again in Q3. I'm loving this new rule changes. Just hope no one dominates. We'll find out, I guess. I mean, teams always try and look for loopholes and regulations. You know, they got people who work overtime looking for any way to try and get an advantage in some way, shape, or form. And ultimately, you know, F1 is called the pinnacle of engineering for a reason, really, isn't it? So I'd be surprised if we didn't see one team dominating. But yeah, who knows? What's up, Cake? Let's get spent a little bit of time warm up in. A little bit cough, I like it, but should be alright, I think. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Final lap of Q2. Let's see what we can put down here. I think our teammates out for another lap as well, so there we go. Look at that time getting the first two corners. Just from sorting out that understeer a little bit. Beautiful first sector. Bail. Down to P6. Keep it on those positions, chat. Let me know if we're good to bail. I think we're good, right? Down to P7. I think we can bail with this. We're 8 tenths up. I think we can bail. Yeah, everyone's done the lap. We'll bail. We'll bail. 8 tenths up. That was a huge amount of time we found. Really, really good time we found. Complete it for the Euro. No, I've already backed off. That lap, though, was 8:10, so we probably would have found nearly a second, I reckon, at the checkered flag. So we'll have a look where it would have put us. But yeah, we found plenty of time, and I'm sure we could do that again in Q3. So most importantly, though, we are in 7th place, and we are through to Q3. Lovely stuff. All right, time for the final session, chat. This is it. Time for the shootout to decide who will get pole position for the Japanese Grand Prix. How was Canada? I'm still here, and it's great. Cold, snowy, and great. Although it has been raining a little bit, so the snow's melted a little bit. Have you ever compared iRoll with other sim drivers? If no, would you want to? No, I've never compared iRoll. Well, yeah. Technically, I've compared iRoll a little bit. I've done like a couple of go-kart races in the past. I did the 24 hours of Buckmore last year. And that was quite fun, but yeah. I need to lose a little bit of weight though if I want to do that again. I was the second fastest on the team, but I was definitely holding back a little bit because I just way too much for go-karts, so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there we go then. That will do it for Q2 here in Japan. Alain Prost puts himself back on top with a 27.3. Nigel Mansell in second. Edson Senna in third. Rosberg and Piquet in that top 5 as well. Gerard Berger and ourselves, Berry Huckleheim, in the top 7 there as well. Alberto Johansson and Christian Danner all through to Q3 as well. Great lap from Christian Danner in the arrows there too. So, if we had found the 9 tenths to 1 second, we probably would have been around P2, wouldn't we? So, it would have been a very, very strong lap. But, yeah, Alan Jones, Dumfries is out, Patrice is out. Rennie Arnoux, who had a great Q1, is knocked out as well. Thierry Boutsen in the other arrows is out too. Looks like Dumfries and Ricardo Patrice have both got 5-place penalties too. So, yeah, they'll be starting a little bit further back. But for us, 6th for Gerard Berger, 7th for us. I am making the joke, but you guys can. Into Q3 we go. Let's get some predictions going. What do you guys reckon? Top... Should we try and go for front row? Top 3, I think. I think we could try and push for front row. I think that should be a good challenge. Pole? I don't know. With how fast Alain Prost was in Q1 and Q2, I don't know if we can get pole. But I think top 2 is a good bet as well, though. I believe our qualifying positions so far this season are P2 in Australia and P4 in China. So that's the statistics so far. I think we also got P4 in the sprint race too. So there you go. Predictions up, ladies and gentlemen. Will we qualify in the top 2 for this Grand Prix? Positions will be taken at the end of qualifying before penalties. So bear that in mind. All right. Let's get out for our first run of Q3, shall we? Let's put the fuel back to where it should be. And let's get on track. AI difficulty at 110. We're on max AI. Chat, these are some low bets right now. Come on. These are some low-level bets. I want to see some bigger bets here. 11K versus 12K, bro. Why are you guys playing it safe? This is some weak bets right now. Weak bets. I want to see someone dump 50K right now. You won't. I'm calling you out. You won't. It's actually very even on the poll as well, actually. 13K versus 13K. Oh my goodness, there it is. Who was it? Someone just dumped 100 grand into top 2. Oh my god, the pressure's on. Why did you do that? Why? No. Why did you do that? Did you do it, Root? Was that you? 145K versus 55K. Wow. The power of peer pressure, huh? Literally, K Gray. Literally, to the words right in my mouth. You still have 60K, Ferris. You're still pretty stacked. So what you're saying is I've got to make sure I qualify outside the top 2 now, right? Is that what you're telling me? What do you have the mechanical failure set to? I know it's called something else. I have technical faults on, so we can get like ERS issues, DRS issues, all that sort of stuff. but mechanical failure is disabled. Body to car, no. I respect that, Darren. I respect that. Is that a Sauber? Nope, we are driving in a Benetton. All right, here we go, chat. First lap Q3. Slightly older tire, this one, so don't expect extravaganza lap, but let's see what we can put down. Lock in. This lap feels good so far. .27.3 for Johansson. Oh, understeer. That's that little bit of understeer I was talking about earlier. Here we go to the line. 27.1 for Nigel Mansell. Over the line we go. 28.0. It's only a P7 at the moment, but it was on an older tyre. The tyre's finished up on 9 and 8% on the wear. Oh, getting that top two is going to be tricky, chat. We're going to have to lock in big time for this final lap. Alan Prost down to P6 as well. Our teammate Berger is down to P8 too, so... Oh, not a great first lap. Not amazing. Let's head back to the pits and reevaluate. But 9% wear on the tyres is still like...
Okay,
that is going to hold us back a little bit. I mean, Edson Senna's P9 right now as well. He had a pretty tragic lap. I'm not too sure he's P10, but... yeah, time to find on this final lap. Plenty of time to find. There goes another gamma down the bin. I don't think the peer pressure's working too well right now, is it? I'm teaching you guys the power of peer pressure. This is a life lesson for you guys right now. I want a 24.6, no less. So you want me to go above a 24.6 then if you want no less? No, it's okay, Craig. Bro's being counterintuitive here. What is it, sound mods? We're using the 1986 season mod, which includes the original V6s. Hence why we're seeing a lot of the old names in the top left corner. Oops. Number 2 Hunter Pits. All right, let's have a look. How far down are we? How much do we need to find? All that jazz. What do we need for a top 2 right now? It's Nigel Mansell who's on pole right now, but only provisionally. Can we try and find some more time this time around? Let's have a look at the gaps. We'll work on a new set of soft tires as well. Okay, well, the tire one was being bolted on. Right, so a fresh soft tire will find 3.5 tenths. 3.5 tenths would only put us... about where Nelson PK is, I think. P5. Ooh. Not amazing, is it, chat? It's not amazing. We need to beat a 27.3 right now if we want a top 2, which means we need about roughly, I think, 7 to 8 tenths. Say goodbye to those points. Not looking great, is it? Not looking great. Let's also put the fuel down to minimum as well, 2.6. You know what? I'm going to give myself a little bit more front wing. Because I was struggling a little bit with understeer in that first sector and the middle sector. So I think maybe a bit more front wing should hopefully find us a bit more time. Obviously lose a bit of straight line speed, but hopefully won't be too noticeable. But we'll see. All right, I mean, a lot of the time there is in the first sector as well, isn't it? Look at that first sector compared to Nigel Mansell with 5 tenths down in the first sector alone. Middle sector is a couple tenths as well. Final sector's not bad, actually. But, yeah, first sector is definitely where a lot of time can be found. So let's see if we can do just that. Let's skip on the time a tiny bit. Just so everyone goes out on track. That'll do about there. And let's head out.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're
Well,
ready
Peter.
to go.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. It is time for our final lap of qualifying and our final lap of Q3. Can we find the time we need to get us into the top 2? We need to find over 8 tenths, I think. This is going to be a big lap. Looks like one of the arrows, which will be Christian Danner, I believe, is staying in the pits. So he will start from P10. Everyone else out on their laps. Let's make sure we do a better job on the tyre warm-up as well. Tyre warm-up wasn't great in that first lap either. But hopefully the front end will feel a little bit more pointy now too. With that slight drop in the front wing. Still the follow on Twitch, appreciate dudes. Oh, it's actually Maggie probably, isn't it? Either way, appreciate the follow dudes, hope you're doing good. You should be going against me, Darren, not for me. What are you doing? Come on, let's get your tyres nice and warm. Box end of the lap. Bro's trying to team order me while being a doubter. I don't think so. I don't think so. There we go. Tyres are looking pretty warm here. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this final lap of qualifying. Where can we put ourselves at the end of Q3? Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Lock in. Lock in.
Team Radio. Noobmaster 5000 says the lawnmower goes Shershi area earth of a boom Sherry and rice burners go wow.
This is not an XQC stream. Oh my god. How am I alive? Come on. I've used up so much battery here, haven't I? I don't think it's been enough, chat. 5.5 tenths, maybe 6 tenths. We cross the line. 27.4. Where's it going to be? It's a P4 at the end of Q3. Still a good position, but it's not the top 2 we're hunting for. And we finish a good few tenths away from Keke Rosberg, who qualifies in 2nd place. GG's those who said no on the prediction. We, yeah, quite far off. 3 tenths in the end. I don't think we're going to find 3 tenths. We might have found enough for a P3. I don't think it's ever going to be a top 2, though. That was always going to be quite tricky against the McLaren and the Williams. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That will do it for qualifying here in Japan. Nigel Mansell will line up on pole positions by 2 tenths to Keke Rosberg. Stefan Johansson in 3rd, ourselves in 4th, Alboreto and Nelson Piquet in the top 6. Then we've got Alan Prost, who is looking so good in the first two qualifying sessions. Only P7 for him. Ayrton Senna in P8, teammate Berger in P9 as well, and then Christian Danner in the arrows. Didn't do a second lap, and he will line up on the 10th spot as well. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is your grid order for the Japanese GP. A good effort, but not enough for that front row. We'll take a P4, though, in this car. We'll definitely take it, but I know you guys won't. I know you guys definitely won't. Brian, thank you for the touch me. Appreciate it. Let me get you guys paid out real quick as well. I don't think we've got any mods in chat right now. So we had 151k on yes and 70k on no. Oh, buddy. Enjoy your points, those who said no. We did not finish in that top two. It was that slide the deadness that killed you. To be fair, even if we did it right, I still don't think we'd have found 3/10. Maybe an extra 10th, maybe we'd have got P3. I don't think we'd have got a top 2 out of it. The nationalities are fixed. Not really. You think Nigel Mansell was from Netherlands? I don't think so. I don't think so. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go then. It is time for the big one. It's time for the Japanese Grand Prix here in Japan. It's going to be a very tough race today. We start in P4. Not a bad qualifying position, but obviously got some work to do if we want to try and finish on at least a podium today. We do obviously need the championship right now by 9 points to Ayrton Senna, who I believe is behind us as well. So that's good for the championship. However, Nigel Mansell, who is only 1 point behind Senna, 10 points behind us, did qualify in pole position. So probably a good chance we do lose the championship lead today, but we'll see what happens over the course of the 53? Yeah, 53 laps of racing. But yeah, at the moment, we do lead the championship, and fingers crossed it will stay that way. We've got a lot of work to do if we want to do just that. What time is it in Canada? It is 2:30 p.m. So early afternoon still. I saw conscious thought they were fixed. No, unfortunately not. We ain't losing. Well, I hope not. I hope not. We are expecting a full dry race. Say no rain forecast for today. It's going to be dry, a little bit cloudy through the entire Grand Prix. So you can expect full dry weather for today. While the race goes up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go take a quick toilet break. If you guys to grab a drink or a snack, now it's your opportunity to do so. And then we'll be back in a few moments' time, ready for 53 laps of racing action here in Suzuka.
Welcome along then to the magnificent Suzuka International Circuit, a stone's throw away from Ise Bay in the beautiful Japanese countryside. What surprises lie in wait for us today at the Japanese Grand Prix? We're southwest of the city of Nagoya today at the unique figure-of-8 Suzuka Circuit. 3.6 miles and 18 corners make up a lap here, with average speeds approaching 136 miles per hour. DRS will be available, of course, into the potential passing opportunity at turn 1, although the best place for overtaking will be through 130R and into the final chicane. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Wang, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Tsunoda, Norris, Russell, Sainz, and Nico Hülkenberg, Ocon, Fernando Alonso, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Stroll, Colapinto, Antonelli, Liam Lawson, and Pierre Gasly, Behrman, and Isaac Hadjar rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'll give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. Glorious Suzuka. It's
Chat, I swear it's not me
here we
doing
go. I
that.
know what you can do. Don't let me down.
I swear it's not me skipping that. It's doing it itself. It's got mind of its own. I'm not skipping it. Second time it's done that. I swear to God, I didn't touch anything. I've been sitting here patiently waiting. I promise, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Right. Let's have a look at some strategies, shall we, chat? Let's go on to personalizing both of these. And it likes that medium soft, doesn't it? I just want to see if a one-stop is viable here. Oof. Apparently, it's 13 seconds between a two-stop and a one-stop. Damn. That's a lot, isn't it? Hards aren't great here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it either. Thank God we didn't got the hard allocation then, huh? Thank God. What up, Heejin? I mean, I'm not really opposed to the two-stop there. The medium stop. That looks quite good, to be honest. I do wonder if maybe we want to go a little bit less than the softs, though. Maybe something like this. They last forever. They're just too slow. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, I mean, I'm quite happy with medium soft then. Would it be maybe better to start on the soft tires or no? What's the soft medium soft look like, actually? Not really. This would be starting with the soft tires. Very similar, to be fair. Only a tenth in it, really. Softs and hards. Well, I mean, it looks like the hard tire is pretty terrible here, so I don't know if it's really worth it going for a hard tire. I think if we can avoid doing it, it'll probably be worth going for a two-stop. What about a soft medium one stop? Maybe slightly insane, but just check it. For the soft tires can be brutal like that, though. Oh, you know what, actually? You know what? 24 on the softs, 29 on mediums. It looks like a lot, but the time says it might be worth it. I wonder if we keep that in mind. Then the wear would be so bad. That'd be my concern. I feel like the wear is going to be terrible on that soft tire. However, we probably could do something like this. We could give ourselves some options, couldn't we? We could do something like this, basically. We could give ourselves a plan A and plan B. Plan B would obviously be trying one stop, but it's a lot of laps on the soft tires. 24 laps on soft tires out of 53. It's a lot. It's a lot of laps. And I don't know if the medium tire would survive either. So we can start on the soft tire and see how it goes. And if we struggle with the tire wear, maybe we'll just jump onto the medium. Because I feel like the soft tires aren't going to survive 24 laps. I'm not confident with that. So maybe we can rock something like that. Just see how the tire wear goes and decide if we one stop it or two stop it from there. Yeah. Worth a go, I reckon. Worth a go. Fuel on 54 probably is okay. That's what the game said to, so I'll leave it be. Yeah. I think I'm happy with that, chat. I think I'm happy with it. Right. What do we want for our prediction? Let's have a look what other tires are on the grid as well. Mansell is dying on softs. Rosberg's on hards. Stefan Johansson is on soft tires as well. Alboreto mediums. PK hards. Prost and Senna on softs. Our teammates on mediums and Christian Daniels on hard. So a big variety of different tires being used here, really. Could try and go for a podium. Will we score a podium here in in Japan? What do you guys reckon? My prediction is Man City beat Arsenal for the PL title. Okay.
You're very smart.
Okay. Andy coming in with a raid. Thank you much, Andy, for the raid, my dude. I appreciate that. Very kind of you, man. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome from Andy's stream. Hope you guys had a good one. You have joined us pretty much right at the start of our Japanese Grand Prix here. So, good time for you to join. Locking it in. All right, let's run it. Will we score a top 3 here in Japan? That'll be our prediction for today. Are engine failures on? No. No, we have engine failures turned off. We can have technical faults, but not engine failures. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to get ourselves ready and underway for the Japanese Grand Prix. Race number 3 of the season. We've had a great start to the season. We got P1 in the opening race in Australia, P2 in China. We're 100% podium rate. Can we keep that up out in Japan as well, though? It's going to be a tough one. We started P4 just like we did in China, but obviously this time around we are starting the soft tires too, which will make things quite interesting going down towards the first few corners and the first few laps as well. But these are the strategies we are possibly looking at for today's Grand Prix. We are starting on the soft tires for 16 laps, going on to mediums for 19, and then finishing on the mediums for 18 as well. So we might be doing a 2-stop. Alternatively, if we've run the tire where it isn't too bad, we could also look at doing a 1-stop as well. The soft tires are suggesting they could go 24 laps, and maybe we could 1-stop it from there. 24 on the softs and 29 on the mediums if we do the 1-stop strategy. But we'll see how the first stint goes, and we'll play it by ear and decide as we go if we do the 1-stop or the 2-stop. We do start P4 for today, ladies and gentlemen. Our title rival start in P1 with Mansell in P1, and our other title rival, Ayrton Senna, down in P8. So we're right amongst it all in the top end here. Today's prediction will we finish in the top 3 in today's stream? Make sure to get predictions up in the chat in a moment's time. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for 53 laps of racing action here in Suzuka. Ladies and gentlemen, the prediction is up on the Twitch right now. Will we score a podium in this Grand Prix? Get your predictions up in the Twitch right now.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected.
Tires a little bit colder for my liking, but I don't want to wear them out too much the formation lap, so gotta find a little bit of a sweet spot, really. But either way, a little bit too cold. So either way, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Japanese Grand Prix. We start P4 in this race. Where we finish up in 53 laps time, we'll find out as we go. We are planning either a 1-stop or a 2-stop here. It all depends on how these soft tires wear. But let's make sure we get some good parking here. Rosberg, of course, is on the hard tire, so maybe we can try and take him down early, but let's see. Racing lining up as the V6s prepare for 53 laps of racing action. Here it's Suzuka, and here we go. 5 red lights, ladies and gentlemen, for the Japanese Grand Prix. It's lights on, away we go. Here is Suzuka. Rosberg not getting the launch he wants off the line. Will sweep to the middle against him and Johansson. Mansell blocking the way. Johansson making contact. It goes wide through turn 1 and 2. A bit of a warning for collision there with him as well. But we do power past Stefan Johansson. And into second place we go. Off the bat. A beautiful start. Here is Suzuka. And we find ourselves into the second position. Johansson in third, and Keke Rosberg down to 4th place on that hard tire. Mansell's going to be very quick right now, so I'll try and stay with him as long as I can, but it's going to be super tricky to stay with him. I'll do what I can, though. Yeah, W start. Really, really good start to this Grand Prix. But can we hold it, though? We kind of need to pull some time on Rosberg while we can. Obviously, his hard tire's going to take a bit of time to get up to speed, so if we can try and stay within DRS range of Mansell, that'd be very useful, although there is only obviously 1 DRS zone around this track. But either way, it's still very useful to have that little bit extra top speed down towards turn 1. 1 second to Mansell, 8 tenths to Stefan Johansson in P3, 2.3 to Rosberg already. Prost, his teammate, is already getting nip and tuck with him, so we'll see how that fares out. Here we go into the final couple of corners, and that will round out the opening lap here in Japan.
Okay, DRS is now available.
I mean, you can call it boy, you can call it bro, you can call it Rob, you can call it whatever you want. Maybe we call it the bro zone. Can we call it that, chat? Can we call it the bro zone? No longer DRS. Let's call it bro. Max Verstappen activates the bro. I'll call it DRS, Fez. Fair enough. Yeah, first sector is where the guys in front are really, really good. Mansell powered through that first sector there. However, usually in the middle sector we're quite good as well, so into the hairpin we go. Usually the hairpin is where we find a good bit of time. Can we find some this time? That's not too bad. I think we might have actually broken DRS to Stefan Johansson behind as well. Possibly. How do you get access to these mods? They're all available on overtake.gg. Obviously, all PC only as well. Look, Callum. No DRS next year. Thoughts? I mean, they say there's no DRS next year. There kind of still is. It just works very differently. Turn 1 on controller sucks. Yeah, well, controller things, I guess. That's a little bit deep into the chicane there, but not too bad. So we've already got 1.6 to Johansson, so we have broke DRS to him. Unfortunately, still a little bit far away from Nigel Mansell's DRS. Copy view too hard for you? Yes, I suck at copy view. Through turn 2 we go. And we'll probably see that gap start to open up here. This is where Mansell will be much quicker than us. But it does allow me to claw that time back quite nice in the middle and the final, so. Yeah, look at that. 1.6 now, 1.7 maybe. Yep. I know, it probably was, Jan, to be honest. It probably was. Maybe the way I worded it made it seem like it wasn't. How did you lose that race in Vegas with those other streamers? Well, I mean, I got front wing damage quite early on. I went down to P19, I think it was, and recovered to P6, so. Leader on soft tires? Yep. Mansell's on soft tires as well. We'll probably see that gap increase a little bit to Johansson as well through this back straight. 5.5 to Rosberg already on lap 3 is very nice. I like that a lot. Just got to be a bit careful on battery here as well. We're down to 30%. On to lap 4. Right, let's have a look at tyre wear, shall we, chat? 10% after 3 laps. That's not going to be a one-stop, is it? There's no way that's a one-stop. I don't think this is going to be a one-stop strap. That is way too much wear on the rear tyres. Unless they start calming down a little bit, there's no way we take these for a one-stopper. Tyre temps are okay. Not amazing, but not okay. But okay for now. But I don't think that's be enough for a one-stop. Easy two-stop? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Over 2% a lap? More like 3%. To be honest. What engine is this? This is the original V6s. Part of the 1986 season mods. Come on. Some nice gaps starting to open up as well. I think Alboreto has just passed Keke Rosberg for P5. So I've got to keep around the gaps if you want to pit as well. But I do feel like Mansell's probably just going to peel away a little bit right now. Mainly due to that first sector. It sounds so good, it does, doesn't it? 32.4. Purple final sector there, though. We've just done the fastest final sector of the race, but it's no real ordeal. Well, backend's really getting a little bit slidey there. Let's try and use the first sector to recharge. We're losing time here anyway, so you might as well try and get some battery back in the sector we're losing in. Yeah, I am feeling these tyres sliding a little bit already, which isn't great. We're only on 15% as well, so getting sliding at that amount definitely is not what you want to see. Up towards the hairpin we go. 2.5 to Johansson. Pace is good. It's not quite Nigel Mansell good, but it's good. Let's see if the guys around us are one-stopping or two-stopping as well, shall we? Driver in front.
It's Verstappen.
Nice, it works.
Time last lap, 1 minute 32.3. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.4 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining.
Mansell's two-stopping.
Right, falling back by 1/10 a lap.
I would assume everyone who's on soft tyres is probably two-stopping. Driver behind.
Leclerc behind. And
Whoa.
the time last lap, 1:32.8. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining.
I think everyone on soft tyres is going to two-stop this. I don't know about the mediums and hard tyre guys, but we'll try and find out as and when we can. But for the time being, I think everyone on the soft tyres is going to two-stop this race. And I do fear that Nigel Mansell's going to be a little bit too quick for us at the moment. Just pulling away big time in the first sector, isn't it? Being P2 is still a big success, though. We'll take that any day of the week, but a long way still to go in this race. Alain Prost has already had a good start to this race. He's up to P4, only 4 seconds behind, so keep an eye on the gap to him as well. But we do need to monitor the gaps elsewhere too to make sure that if we pit, we'll get into a good gap. The guys won't stop. He'll be on hard tyre right now, I think. Yeah, you'd think so. Maybe the medium tyre guys might as well. Unless they do a medium soft or something, but it is very possible the guys on mediums could be trying to one-stop. We are still increasing the gap to Alboreto, though. 9.2 is the gap to him, so as long as that gap keeps increasing, I'll be happy. Just got to be mindful we don't lose too many positions on track and stuff when we pit, so should Hockenheim return to the calendar? Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. Well, Jellem, how's it going, mate? Bit too much inside curb at turn 2 there. This is a really nice place to recharge the battery. That area is also a really nice place to try and spin, so we'll not avoid that. Would you rather Hockenheim over Portimao? Absolutely. Absolutely. I do think Portimao's a pretty good track, but I feel like Hockenheim would have been very suited to the current regulations, whereas Portimao kind of wasn't really. I like Portimao, don't get me wrong. I really like Portimao. I'm glad it's on the calendar, and I hope the new regulations will make it even better. But I think Hockenheim is just good for everything, really, isn't it? Portimao's a satisfying track to get right. Yeah, with all the elevation changes as well. It's very, very fun. 9.5 to Alboreto. Gap is still increasing to the Ferrari. I think he's Italian, right? Michele Alboreto. Sounds like an Italian name. $32.9. Still in the 32s the lap time as well, which is good. Maintaining our pace really nicely right now. Ooh. Got a little bit of sliding through there. 8 laps into these tires. Let's get another check on them, shall we? 26 and 24. Yeah, it's a 2-stop, isn't it? This is a 2-stop left, right, and center. I hate turn one at Portimao. Yeah. So easy to get track limits or use too much inside curve and push yourself all over the place. It's brutal. You're in first. Great job. I'm P2. Come on. That gap to Alboreto isn't quite opening us up as much as it was now either. I think we're only getting about 2/10 so far on this lap, so I'd imagine we're starting to see the soft tires fading out a little bit here. On which lap are you going to pit? Well, we're planning on doing a 2-stop, so...
We're expecting. We've got a new strategy
Let's see.
available on your MFD if you want it.
What do you reckon, chat? What do we do here? He thinks a 1-stop.
Okay, copy that.
He thinks lap 22 for mediums to the end. There's no way, surely. There's no way. That means we'd have to do 31 laps on medium tires. That seems a bit ridiculous, no?
Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap.
We also have an objective, achieve a lap time of 36.5. That should be quite easy. Probably even this lap will get that done. Does Mark think these tires are the IRL tires? I have no idea. I don't have a clue. I feel like 31 laps is a lot, though, for a medium tire. If it was on a hard tires, I can maybe understand it, but... I mean... Is it worth maybe going for a hard tire? The problem is they're just slow, aren't they? They're a durable tire, they're just slow around here. $33.5.
Stuff, mate. You hit the target well.
Easy
there.
target
Nice
there.
one. It's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down.
They're hella slow. Okay. Chat, what do you do? What do we do? Do we do a 2-stop or a 1-stop? What do you guys think? Mark thinks we can do 31 laps on medium tires. I don't know if we can. I think this is a 2-stop. 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. Yeah, okay, you guys like that too, huh? All right, we'll stick to strategy then. We will stick to the strategy. Mansell is just pulling away right now. There's nothing I can do about it. He's just super quick at the moment in that Williams. I think our fight is definitely more behind us than in front, isn't it? 3.2 to Johansson. I think that gap has sort of stabilized, really, isn't it? It's not really opened or closed. We'll keep an eye on it, though. 9.3 to Alboreto. That medium tire might be the better tire now as well, so you might see Alboreto closing up a little bit from time to time. What lap are you boxing? 16 is the current plan. For a medium tire. Try to push it a lap or two, you reckon? Maybe like 18? I know, right, JM? We're managing everything really well, though. The only thing I might have a slight concern on is fuel. If you look in the bottom right, you can see the fuel is on 0.68 right now over. We started one lap over, so I might be a little bit concerned the front of the fuel is burning a little bit too much. So we may have to keep an eye on that as we go. I can maybe start doing a little bit of lift and coast, maybe. Especially through corners like this where we can get a good bit of time. Didn't realize that. Yeah, to be fair, I thought the fuel would be okay for this one, but I don't think there's any need to panic right now, but it's something I want to keep an eye on. I think as long as we do a nice little lift into the final chicane and the hairpin, I think we'll be all right. Just, yeah, I need to keep an eye on it. 9.1 to Alboreto. He's closing, isn't he? Alboreto is closing. And that gap's going to keep on closing as well until we pit. However, I think we've got some nice gaps appearing around the track right now, though. I think we'll probably come out ahead of that Ligier, who's leading the pack with the 2 arrows in there. Difficult to say right now, obviously, but our rejoin would say... Oops, went past it. Our rejoin says P10, so that's about what I'm seeing, I think. We've got a few more laps yet, though. Six seconds to Mansell, man. This guy's flying. Absolutely flying. I'll attempt to slow down 1 second. Appreciate that. Thank you. That'd be very useful right now. That'd be very, very useful. Come on. What's he been driving for? Benetton. We are in the Benetton. Whoa, too deep, too deep, too deep, too deep, too deep, too deep, too deep. Too deep. Well, that had the alarm bells ringing a little bit. 33.6, 1.5 seconds away from our PB. So, I mean, our lap times are staying around the mid-33s right now, which is pretty okay. Alboreto's 8.8 now, so that medium tire is definitely getting faster. No doubt. We're managing everything okay, though. Everything's looking all right. That fuel's starting to stabilize as well, which is nice. Only thing that's not really stabilizing is that gap to Mansell, but I think I can accept that at this point. Quite this end, yeah, unintentional, to say the least. Very unintentional. How do you have the older guys and brands? We're using a 1986 season mod. If you do the command mods with an S in the chat, you'll get a link to it. Yeah, Johansson's caught up a little bit there. Couple of little mistakes in the last couple of minutes, which isn't going to help us. Johansson breaking that 3-second mark. We've got 3 more laps to repeat, though. 3 more. We're okay. More pace. I don't know if I can do much more. Look at the tire wear. 44%. There's no way we'd get these to 21 or 22, was it? These tires would not get to 22 for a 1-stop. This is team mode, not career. This is driver career.
Pit window, and you're going to be on mediums.
Yeah. At 6:16, losing too much pace. Yeah, I agree. All right, let's stick to the plan then. We'll be going plan A, lap 16. Alboretto's not really gained as much as I thought he would, to be fair. Maybe he'll close up a bit more as we go through the next couple of laps, but yeah, Mansell is in a league of his own right now. There's no catching him. As you can tell, he replaced Verstappen in this save. Quite literally sharing the same genes. (34.2) last lap as well, which isn't good. 47% rear left. Yeah, we'll be in the 50s by the time we pit. To be fair, these soft tires are actually alright, to be honest. They haven't been as sort of slip and slide as I expect them to be. I thought by now I'll be struggling quite a bit, but I wouldn't really say we're struggling. I think we're doing okay. Mansell's insane right now. Yeah, there's no way we stop him. The only way we pass Mansell is if we get like a safety car or a red flag or something, or he has a mechanical failure, something like that. But I think at this stage I kind of doubt it. 33.8, that was a bit better at least. 8.5 to Alboretto. Does our rejoice still say P10? Yeah, it does. Too zoomed in, can't see the leaderboards. Let me have a quick look. I could probably shrink it down a little bit. How's this? Is this okay? Can you see that a bit better? $2.5 to Johansson. He's gained a little bit, hasn't he? Johansson's trying to pick up the pace right now. I did say that threat would be more behind us than in front, and sure enough, that is starting to play out a little bit more. Oh my God. Yeah, these tires are sliding quite a bit now. These tires are sliding quite a bit. I'm just going to quickly hide my preview and minimize that. There we go. What sound mod are you using? The original V6s. All right. On to lap 16 we go, and we are going to get a cockpit view lap here as well to finish off the stint. All right, in this lap, chat, let's go. Boxing this lap. We'll be whacking on a new set of medium tires here. Oh, time it snappy there. This car doesn't like curbs too much at the moment. Gotta be super careful. We're second down the delta in the first sector. .4 to Mansell. This guy is just a demon. Don't stop looking ahead of us here, I think, at this point. It's not going to help us. 2.2 to Johansson. He's definitely picking up the pace as an 8. What's tire wet at the moment? The tires are screaming, yeah. 54 rear left. That's what we're going to finish up on, maybe 55. Pretty brutal. There was no way we were getting to mid-20s with these tires, was there? Absolutely no way. All right, here we go. Good stuff. Decent first in that, to be fair. We got some good track positions. Started P4 up to P2. Johansson and Prost are both in the pits here as well, so they're on the same strategy as us. This is going to be a good test of the pit crew. 2.4 for ourselves. Prost is inside of me.
We're happy with that one.
And I'm being held to a little bit my pit lane speed there. And Alboreto got a good pit stop as well. Oh, they're back on a soft tire again.
One stop left in this strategy.
Johansson is boxed for another soft tire. Interesting. Very interesting. We're 6 seconds behind Nelson PK and P5 as well. That time should come down quite quickly, I think. 2 seconds to Johansson. And he's on a soft tire. Ooh. He'll gain quite quickly then, won't he? But as long as we can stay with him, we'll be all right. Skidoo, if you think of on Twitch, mate, appreciate it as well, dudes. Welcome in as well. Where's Senna? Senna is... I'm not too sure. I think he's behind us. Looks like maybe P11. He might have boxed for a tyre there as well, so... Middle sector, there you go. Get a lot of time on PK this up, didn't we? A lot of time. Speaking of PK, he's just pit as well, so that puts us back into top 5.
And gap to the car in front.
And this will be our first actual lap coming up here as well, so... Johansson is quick on that soft tyre. Really, really quick. Come on. We're only 5 seconds behind Rosberg as well. Oh boy. He's in a lot of trouble then. We started this race behind Rosberg and now we're only 5 seconds behind him after a pit stop. Yikes, that's not good news for him, is it? Is Johansson Charles? Yeah, I believe so. I think Johansson replaces Charles and then Alboreto replaces Hamilton. It's going to be within a second here, isn't it? 1 second in the back straight. He'll probably will get DRS to be down towards turn 1. Not much you can do here against Johansson. That soft tyre is just a lot quicker right now. But if we can stay with him, I fancy our chances. I think we don't fight him when he gets past. But if we can try and stay close, we'll be in a good position. 2.2 to our teammate. Fast lap of the race, taken away by Johansson by 3/10. What camera settings do you use? If you do the command camera, it'll give you all the settings there. Come on. Our teammate's right in front of us here. We need to pray our teammate lets us go and holds up Johansson. That'd be perfect. However, you know what the AI's like in this game. They usually have no sympathy. Has he got wing damage? I feel like I saw a bit of his front left end plate. Not on the car. I can't see from here. We'll probably blitz by him by 130R anyway. Oh my goodness, he is very slow through here. I think he's got wing damage. Let's try and boost by here. Oh, no, it does have a wing. Never mind. Oh, 2 wide, 3 130 yards. Always a little bit sketchy, but we powered our way through there. It says content not available. Should be. Can someone else try that link and make sure it works? There we go. Back into P2. Here comes Jared Berger. We just held our line perfectly there. He won't get past. If he can hold up Johansson here, this will be really good. Let's try and power away in this first sector. The more he can hold him up, the better for us. Prost is into P5 as well now. Says content not available for me too. Really? Interesting. I wonder if... Oh, it works for you? You see it? Doesn't work in the UK. Oh, it's because of the stupid age law thing, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, no, it'll be the UK age law. Berger who missed an offense, yeah. He's still holding him up, to be fair. Are they too wide behind me? I think they might be. Berger still got him. Good. Who's our championship rival? Right now, Mansell and Senna are our rivals. Yeah. I don't know the way around it. I don't know if there is a way around it. Unless you have a VPN, but... I guess I need to use a different site that allows you to use it.
Pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
Maybe I'll just drop it into like a Google Word file or something like that. Probably easiest way of doing it. Has Mansell already pit? Yep. Mansell has won this race, there's no doubt about it. I think our objective is P2. Is it true that you have a TV license in the UK? Yes, it is. We do indeed have a TV license, and it's the dumbest thing ever. Mansell's insane today? Yeah. We did not seem like this in Japan, and sorry, no, China and Australia, did we? What the fuck is a TV license? It's basically a thing we have to pay to use our TV, but not many people actually pay it. So technically, a lot of people run their TVs illegally because they haven't paid their TV license. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's literally a license to watch TV. I don't even watch TV, so I wouldn't pay for a license, so I just don't watch TV. You know, I'm more of a YouTube, Twitch kind of guy, you know? Although, to be honest with you, with the amount of, like, controversy around the BBC right now, it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of people, like, cancelled their TV license. Because, yeah, the BBC are under a lot of fire. And they get a good portion of the TV license fees as well, don't they? So, obviously not to make the team stream too political, but there's a big decline in people using TV licenses right now.
Okay, mate, Leclerc is behind you. It is critical for our race that we keep them behind, please.
You paid to watch TV? That sounds normal to me. Yeah, but we still pay like the cable and everything on top of that as well, noob. That's the thing. Once you in Canada, once you pay for cable, that's it. GG, it's over, right? With us, you have to pay for that and the TV license to watch it. Although we don't call it cable in the UK. Maybe we do actually, I don't know. But yeah. It pays the BBC, yeah, exactly. So a lot of people sort of cancelled out on it because of the recent drama around the BBC. But well, we won't go too deep into that. That's not a stream topic, that one. Definitely not a stream topic. 32-0. Our times are very consistent right now. Very, very consistent. How's fuel looking at this stage? We're 0.4 over. I'm still a little bit skeptical about that fuel, chat. Very, very skeptical about the fuel. I'm really liking the gaps we have across the field, though. We've now got 16 seconds to Alboreto. Our pace has been splendid, hasn't it?
Okay,
We've got some really nice pace going right now.
Until you reach the next car. Keep pushing.
Obviously not enough for P1, but hopefully enough for a podium. We'll keep it on that gap to Johansson and Prost. Looks like we're actually doing okay against Johansson right now. Wonder if he's already been through the best of his soft tire. Did you use mods to get these drivers? Yeah, it's basically a text file that replaces the driver names. Obviously, you can't, like, actually, you know, properly bring in another driver. There's no way to actually mod that. But you can rename the drivers, which is basically what we've done. It's a visual mod more than anything. But it's still fun to play as if they're actually here. You mod FIFA for career mode? To be fair, vanilla career mode fucking sucks. On FIFA, vanilla career mode is awful. Really bad.
3 seconds.
Probably the only way to really play FIFA career mode these days, to mod it. And I assume it's very limited on how much you can do as well. Only good thing on FIFA is clubs. Even clubs I didn't enjoy. I think I'm just over FIFA. I used to love FIFA in my teenage days, but I kind of grew out of it a little bit, I think. Vanilla F125 driver career sucks? I don't mind it. I mean, modding makes anything better, really, doesn't it? So, we have got an objective as well, chat. We've got to stay ahead of Johansson until lap 30. So 6 laps we've got to stay ahead of the Ferrari, which is looking pretty good so far. The gap has kind of stayed the same against him, so I think we're all right. What do you think about the 2026 car's appearance? I mean, I don't really care about the appearance as long as we get good racing, right? They could be the ugliest cars ever as long as it gives us good racing. I don't care. Benny, thank you for the stream. Appreciate it, dudes.
Still looking good.
Can I show the camera settings? I'm not going to do it right now while I'm racing, but I can do after the race. We're actually gaining a bit of time in the first sector over Johansson here. As I say, they brought some time back down there, but... No, I have my settings completely edited, K-Cray. It's not default. I used to default, but not anymore. Do I use any assists? No, all my assists are off. What team will you support next year? People change supporting teams? Unless the team I supported collapsed or something. In my opinion, you should always support the same team. Could you imagine asking a football fan if they're going to change team next season? I'm adding a team support this year? I mean, yeah, there you go. That's perfectly fine. I mean, I was a Red Bull fan until Aston Martin came along. When Aston Martin came along, I became more of an Aston Martin fan than a Red Bull fan. I think that's perfectly reasonable. Change team isn't as bad in F1 because generally support drivers. Yeah, generally speaking, you do. However, if Verstappen left Red Bull, I still would like Red Bull. I would follow Verstappen, but I probably wouldn't follow the team he goes to unless that's in mine, of course. Do you feel like you push every lap, or do you ever manage in a race? Depends on the situation. At the moment, I'm not really pushing too hard. I'm kind of managing a little bit. Managing the tires, managing the fuel. I think it's quite obvious that I'm not really pushing too much right now because my battery's looking okay, and my fuel's looking okay, and my tires looking meh. Tires aren't looking too great, to be fair, but yeah, I'm not pushing it too hard. However, when the time comes, we'll definitely put our foot down a little bit more. I don't even really support a team or driver. I just watch it all. Bro is like Switzerland. He's just pure neutral. He's just neutral to F1. About halfway through the race now, ladies and gentlemen. Still looking pretty good for a P2, but gotta keep an eye on those gaps behind us. It looks like Johansson might be pushing a little bit here. The gap's down to 1.8. That's the closest it's been since he got past our teammate. So keep an eye on that gap to Johansson this part of the race. Might have to start pushing a little bit more at some point. That's been NFL, to be fair, straight neutral. I can't watch NFL. Not for me. Got to Niki Lauda moving here and get the stewards to check Mansell's car. Yeah. Like a scene from Rush. 12.9 the gap to Mansell. He's just, yeah. Just give him the golden trophy already. We'll fight for the second place because no way we're going to catch him at this point. No way. We're going to have a cockpit lap as well here. We are indeed.
Gap to your teammate behind, 29.
Yeah, that fuel isn't great, is it?
Seconds.
And I'll try and manage that fuel a little better, aren't we? Because fuel is not really looking too good. Look at the Delta. Still 1.8 to Johansson. Come on. Hey, you finished the rest of the mediums? Yes, but on a different medium. It won't be this medium to the end. There'll be a new medium to the end. And that will happen on lap number 35, so... Another 7 laps or so on this tyre, and then we'll go on to a medium tyre for the rest of the race. Still 1.9 to Johansson here as well. That actually wasn't too bad of a lap for a cop of you. Don't mind that. 32.4. Is this Japan Grand Prix? It is indeed, yep. Next stream, ladies and gentlemen, that we do for the career mode will most likely be on Saturday. We'll be doing 2 Grand Prix for that one as well. We're doing Bahrain and Saudi Arabia on Saturday. So, 200% races in one stream this Saturday. Make sure you're here for that one. That should be a good couple of races there. Especially Saudi's. Saudi's always a very good race. The AI are quite good in bar as well, aren't they? So that should be interesting to see what happens there. Maybe a bit of a reality check in that one. Who knows? How difficult is this track? I would say, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say about a 7, maybe. It's mainly the first sector which is difficult. Getting the first sector right is very tough. Everything else isn't too bad. The final sector is mainly a straight and a chicane, so not too much to learn with that. But the first sector is very tough for some people. Who won the WDC in last season's career? Well, this is season 1 of this career. If you mean the last career modes in the final season, we won it with Jensen Button. 30.5. That was actually slower on a in TCAM. 2.4 to Johansson as well. I think that soft tire might be falling off a little bit now. I don't know what tire he's going to use for the final stint though. It must be a medium, right? Don't imagine they'd use hard tires. Come on. Nelson P gets up to P5 here as well. Our battle is still kind of against your hands at the moment, though. 2 seconds the gap. .23 laps to go as well. We are getting quite close to this final pit stop. 5 laps away from it. It might go softs again now, Ferrari. But apparently he's doing a 2-stop. So if he goes softs again, GG. GG. 32.6 that time. Let's find out what his lap times are, shall we? Driver behind.
Leclerc behind.
That's it? That's what you want to tell me? Driver behind.
Leclerc is behind you. Time last lap.
There we go.
1 minute 32.5. Okay, they're on old
Oh, he was a little bit faster last lap.
14 laps on those tyres now. We think they've got one more stop.
He was a 10th faster last lap, which isn't a huge amount, but not ideal that he's quicker right now. You'd think we should be a bit faster for anything, but... Oh, man. That's messy through that. We are coming on to our first back marker as well.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
I think it's one of the Tyrrells, maybe. When's the next box? 35. 4 more till we pit. .31% of the tyres as well. I feel like I probably could do a few more laps of these tyres. Just don't think it's really worth it, right? We are likely going to get undercut by Johansson as well because he's on the soft tyre, so he'll probably pit sooner than us. So I keep our eyes on when he pits, but it'll most likely happen sooner rather than later. So, thank you for following Touch Rate. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Appreciate the follow. Oh my god. I don't know if I got a whiff of dirty air there or something, but the car was understeering like crazy in that long left-hander. Should see the blue flags come out in seconds. It's Derek Warwick, who for some reason is on a soft tyre as well right now. To be fair, a lot of other people on soft tyres, so can't say too much. He's not moving out of the way at the moment. I don't know why. Don't sabotage me, please. Oh my god. Bro, this AI, man. This AI. That's just lost us 3 tenths right there. Beautiful. This AI are ridiculous. He had the entire straight to let me go. Did it in the second corner of Spoon. And then just completely brake chip me off the apex, basically. Nice one, buddy. Appreciate that.
We're approaching the pit window.
Johansson's in, chat. Johansson's in. Do we want to respond here? Stefan Johansson at P3 has just boxed. Is this worth pitting now just to cover the undercut off? 20 laps on medium tires should be fine. Let's see if they get in traffic as well. No, they're fairly traffic free. You reckon it's worth boxing? Box for Inters. Bale. Nice trap. Yeah, he's come behind Keke and Rosberg by about 3 or 4 seconds. Yeah, I think it's worth boxing, isn't it? Think it's worth boxing here. 20 laps on medium should be perfectly fine. There should be no issues with that. Mansell's in as well here. Yeah, let's box.
Verstappen's in the pits.
Let's box. Let's get these fresh new mediums on. It should be okay. It's a little bit earlier than I'd like, really, if this final was in, but if it means we can cover off a track position loss, I think it's worth it. 2.3 as well. Nice stop. God, this pit crew are cooking a Benetton chat.
We're delighted with that.
I need this pit crew at Braun. All right, here we go. Where are we going to come out here? We should come out ahead of Johansson. It's going to be tight, actually. Really tight. Out the pits we go. Johansson is coming. And we do cover off the undercut. However, Johansson is in within 1 second of us. Heading through turn 2. And we've got the colder medium tires at the moment. So we have successfully covered the undercut. But Wally Pass is on track. This is going to get spicy, I think, from here. Come on. Need these tires to warm up ASAP. Watch the fuel. Yeah, fuel is still not great, is it? I'll try and lift and coast as and when I can, but gotta do the Sherlock Class special with the Lyco. There we go. Tire tips coming up already. Tire tips creeping up. The goer Lyco, he really is. I think he gets traumatized by Lyco right now. Did I get DRS hit? No, I didn't. Oh, I might be in trouble, chat. I didn't get any DRS on Rosberg here. Think we're in trouble. Here comes Johansson. Is he going to go for a move? We'll force him the long way around at turn 1. Johansson to the outside. We're on the inside. Almost contact through turn 1, but Johansson sweeps it around the outside. And Johansson takes the position away from us. Which is pretty much net P2 for him now. He had so much speed through turn 1 there. We almost touched wheels as well, but that's a great move from him. We're going to try and fight time back at him now.
Okay, mate, we need to save some ERS, so let's use all the techniques you know about to charge.
I'll try. Am I leading the championship? I was going into this race, yeah. As it stands, I think Mansell might overtake us. I'm not too sure. Depends how this race goes. We need to charge our ERS to 55%. I'll try and do that as and when I can, but I think Johansson will probably get a pass on KK Rosberg here. Maybe through 130R, let's see. I'll try and stay close. Maybe we could try and get back our position here. Mansell goes fast, 30.1. Good lord, man. This guy is just insane. Absolutely insane. Here we go through the final chicane. Johansson should get past Rosberg. Can we get past as well? Let's see. DRS wide open. Down towards turn 1. Rosberg tries to defend. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We couldn't get past. Uh-oh. That is bad news, chat. That is bad news in the face of P2. I need to try and get by ASAP, otherwise Johansson's going to run away here. This dirty air's not going to help either, is it? There is another bit of traffic in front of him here, so maybe that'll hold him up a little bit more. But I've got to try and find a way past Rosberg ASAP. There we go.
Really, really good. You
Got them jets have done.
Nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean.
Appreciate it, Aaron. Is there a two-stop strategy? Yeah, run out second stop now. Here we go to the inside against Rosberg. A little bit hairy going past him, but we do find the way past. And now it's Alboreto who's in front of Johansson here, so I don't think he'll make it very difficult for his teammate, really, will he? 29.9 for Mansell now, bro. This guy's flying, man. Absolutely flying. Man, we've pretty much been P2 this entire race. Yeah, Alboreto kind of doesn't really fight Johansson there, and Johansson into P2. Not good, that, is it? Not good. Lyco required, yeah. I mean, we need to Lyco, but I also need to try and get back to P2 here. I'm 2 seconds behind Johansson, which is really not good news. I don't know, into around some 100% lying on a hotspot, or brutal around your area. Brutal. Nice exit from the hairpin there. Still 2 seconds to Johansson. Whoa. Almost reached the back of him. That would have been ideal. Try and get by here. Out the insides. Easy to like on that overtake. Beautiful stuff.
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy.
Hopefully he's not close enough to pass me again. Back into P3, but we've got 1.9 seconds to P2, chat. We've been P2 pretty much this entire race. And then on this final stint, unfortunately, Johansson's just had the better tyre at the moment.
Okay, no issues with
But let's try and see if we can pick up the pace a bit more and see if we can try and get second place back here. Our teammates in the pits for assumingly his final stop. I just joined and I can tell you're at Suzuka. What gives it away?
Carlos is in the pits.
.2, gap's increasing. Unless we get a good middle sector here. We're on 160p, jam. Oh, yay. Come on. .6. Watch the reds? What do you mean, watch the reds? My fuel is not looking good, chat. My fuel is not looking good. We've got 15 laps to go. I've got to try and manage the fuel to the end. This is not going to be pretty. I need to get past your hands for P2 while fuel saving. This is going to be a lot of work here. A lot of work. Hello, jamming. No, it's nearly 4 p.m. here. You can say afternoon. And even Prost has caught up a little bit as well, hasn't he? I feel like our pace in final stint has kind of dropped off a little bit. We're lost out to Johansson and Prost is slowly catching up as well. I think this final stint has not been amazing so far. We did really well the first 2 stints, but this final one slipping away a little bit, isn't it? Come on, don't lose out our top 3 now. This would be horrendous. That'd be pure heartbreak if we lost out on the top 3 after all the work we did. Yeah, it's a 1986 mods. What's your best track in your opinion? Like, where do you do the best?
Okay, keep the car under pressure. They might make a mistake. Gap is only 2 seconds now.
Mexico and Spain I used to do alright at. They're not my favourite tracks, but they're good fun to drive. I always do decent there, usually. New PB, 30.9. Reverse Sandvort. Yeah, to be fair, my one and only Creator Series win came from Reverse Sandvort, so wouldn't be too wrong.
The pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance.
.2. Yeah, it's much faster than that first sector. That first sector is where it gets a lot of time on me. First of many CS wins? Well, we'll see what happens. I assume they're going back to realistic performance next season, so who knows what happens from there. .4 to Prost. I think we've opened that gap to Prost a little bit, which is good. Don't think we're getting low on your hands on this lap, though. I'm up to a nice little lift into this final chicane again here. I'm doing my best with this fuel chat, but it's very tricky at the moment. Really, really tricky. Could this be a new PB? Let's see. Oh, just about 30.8 new PB. What lap times is Johansson running? Driver in front.
Leclerc ahead. Okay, gap ahead, 1.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old, and the time last lap, 1:30.8. Okay, so you're gaining by 1/10 a lap.
Wait, only just about gained on Johansson last lap, I think. Just 0.1 fuel. Yeah, I'm trying my best to manage it while not dropping pace, but it's very difficult at the moment. Oh, we just got hit by a back marker. Oh, beautiful. Who is that? Philip Strife. What a legend. Philip Strife has put us back in the game. I'm glad the back markers aren't causing problems for just me then. Philip Strife holding up Johansson. Just under the bridge there, and that's put us back within contention for second place. I wonder if we just sit behind Johansson for a little bit, take some DRS for a few laps, and just save the fuel. Play a little bit tactically right now. Probably the best way of doing it, right? But that's a big moment there, and that might put us back in contention for second place. Paid actor? Well, unpaid. A voluntary actor, I'd say. I'm cool with it, though. I don't mind that. Right, we'll do a big lift at turn 1 here. We'll get a lot of time with the DRS wide open. A little bit too far back to pass anyway, but we're going to do a really nice lift through turn 1. Bit of understeer in turn 2, which isn't ideal, but that helps the fuel immensely in that opening corner. I think just do this for a couple laps, chat. Get the fuel into a position where we can freely push. And then we can go for that second place again. At the moment, we just need a little bit of patience. What type of career mode is this? This is the driver career. We're doing in 1986 season mods. Come on. Do you have any tips for being 110% AI? Try to learn without assists. Make sure you're using custom setups. And just keep working on your own pace. You'll get there eventually. It just takes a lot of practice. Yeah, tires looking good as well with 11 laps to go. Tires looking very good. We'll do another nice little lift into this final chicane. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. How long am I in Canada for? Just well, about a month now, actually, I think. For pretty much exactly a month from here. What's my best time on Vegas? I don't keep track of my records. I have no idea. Oh, lots of fun to turn that. Last part of the first sector. That's where the dirty air really kicks in the most. Fuel's looking pretty good here, isn't it? 0.17. Feel the badge for taking, you reckon? Yeah, not a bad shout. Charge up the badge here a little bit. Whoops. A little bit overstay that. Charge up the badge here a little bit. Get the fuel back into a good position. I think if we can get the fuel to around 0.2, I think we can start pushing from there. With 9 laps to go, that should be all right, I think. We're doing a good job right now. We're doing a solid job. The moment we get a full battery and that fuel is in a good position, we are good to push for that P2. This is just tactical play at the moment. .0, nice. Lap times are still pretty good, all things considered as well, so even better. Come on. What's my thoughts on 2026 regs? I like that the cars are a bit smaller. I like the cars are a bit lighter. The DRS replacement is interesting. Don't know if it will do much, but we'll see. It's more of an engine-based DRS than a aerodynamic DRS with this concept, but we'll see how it goes. Obviously, too early to tell how it'll actually, be, if we'll get good racing or not, but I hope we do. But who knows? For cockpit to keep it as realistic as possible, should I have Halo on or off? It's actually more realistic to have Halo off.
Condition for now, everything's looking good.
It is more realistic to have Halo off. Drivers barely see the halo. Well, I mean, in real life, your eyes can warp around the halo, so it's barely, visible. In the game, it's literally rendered in. You can't see round the halo in a game, unless you've got a VR headset or something. But if you're playing on a flat screen monitor, the pixels are taken up by the halo. You can't see around the pixels. For a driver, the halo is like your nose, basically. Notice how you can barely ever see your nose until you actually look at it? Same thing with the halo in real life. But in the game, you can't avoid that. You have to be Jar Jar Binks. You know what I mean. Although, speaking of Jar Jar Binks, I'm pretty sure Dennis doing cosplay on her soon. Or him, I should say. I find myself losing focus and staring at the halo. Bro's the Aaron Ramsdale of F1. How's fuel looking? 0.17. I think fuel is okay from this point onwards, right? Should be. It's not really changed too much in the last few laps, so... Car sounds so good when you rev it. It sounds amazing, doesn't it? I love the downshifts and the low revs. Sounds... Oh my goodness, Johansson! Holy moly! Big sideways slide there for Stefan Johansson. Kept under control, but good lord, that could have been very scary for him. All right, I think it's time to start pushing, chat. Let's start getting a push on. Let's go for that P2. Fuel's in a good place. Battery's in a good place. I think now's our chance to try and get the second spot. He's feeling the pressure? Yeah, maybe he is. Maybe he is. Funny how I've done the doing corner probably so many times today and not crashed. Should have put me in that Alpine, shouldn't they? Oh, look how much closer we're getting towards this chicane. Can we try and get an exit here, maybe? Are we a little bit too far back? Might be a little bit too far back on this occasion. 5 turns down towards turn 1. The gap's coming down. It's coming down. Can we have a little look on the inside? But just a little bit too far back from your hands to go for a move there. I think we need to be about 5 tenths away off the final corner. And if we can do that, we can go for an overtake, I think. Just got to keep myself close. And be careful of dirty air as well. That will try and throw me around a little bit. Good first sector. Green first sector. Oh my goodness, that was deep. That could have got a little bit scary. His battery must be pretty empty. The AI never really suffered from battery problems, from what I notice. I might be a little bit too far back here as well. Is he one stopping? No, he two stopped as well. Her check the from Twitch. We appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. Yeah, I'm too far back here, aren't I? That one mistake of the hairpins just sent me back a little bit for this lap. Have I got any criminal ideas for F1 26? It's a little bit far away to think about at the moment. Getting closer, just too far back again. Down to turn 1. 5 laps to go, chat, come on. 5 to go. Whoa, hello. Dirty air starting to play into it a little bit. What difficulty the AI? 110. I've got to try and find that time back. Just making a couple mistakes behind him right now. It's not useful. Not useful in the slightest. Johansson's pace is pretty good as well, so needs to try and at least match it to have a chance. I think I'll be too far back here as well. Get a nice slipstream down towards the final chicane. There is another back marker coming up here. Wonder how we'll play into things. No DRS for Johansson, though. Too far back from the detection point. There's a nice exit. Tell you what, chat. Might have a chance here. Might have a chance. Here we go. Johansson looks to cover the inside. Didn't cover it enough. To the inside we go. Against Stefan Johansson. And we move into P2. We thought it'd be unlikely this time around, but we got a great exit out of that final chicane. And into second place we go. But can we hold it? We're back into second place, but can we hold it? Mansell is 26 seconds ahead. Long gone, basically. Long gone. Getting quite close to his back marker here. Teammate status. Teammate status.
Okay, they're on old softs. They're in 10th place. Time last lap, 1 minute 32.4.
We're back in podiums while our teammates are only getting P10s. There are levels to this game, chat. There are levels to this game. Yeah, there's no way we catch Mansell, I don't think. we would need, like, what? Nearly 10 seconds a lap against Mansell at this point. Don't think it's going to happen, I'll be real. Oh, we got DRS on Patrice. Nice. Oh, that's a lovely bit of DRS. And that'll help us for lap 50. Thank you very much. What up, Justice? How's it going, mate? Appreciate being here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, the curbs are getting sketchy, chat. Time to start avoiding the curbs. They're getting very sketchy. Yeah, I'm getting better sliding. Would I ever do a cockpit career? An entire career of cockpit? No. I think the cockpit few laps are perfectly good enough for me. Tires are on 33%. Our tires are actually 1 lap fresher than Johansson's, but not sure that's going to really do a lot at this stage. Name your driver cockpit. Got a point. Oh man, Johansson's getting a lot here, chat. I might be in trouble at turn 1. I think he might get me back here, chat. I think he might get me back. Four and a half turns, is that going to be enough? I don't think it is. Here we go again. Here it comes. Is he going to go for it? No, he doesn't. He was a little bit too far back to go for the move. At the start of lap 51, we've got 3 more laps to go. 2 more after this one. Next lap with the penultimate lap of the race. We do enough to fend from Johansson this time around, but he's still lingering. He's still trying to engineer that move. It's all over my rear wing right now. Come on. Nice exit from that hairpin. Really nice exit. He's planning to pass seconds last lap, you reckon? We'll make sure that doesn't happen. We'll do our best to make sure it doesn't happen. Just gonna try and break a bit of slipstream here as well. Try and avoid any way of getting this extra top speed down towards the final corner. Come on, come on, come on. I think we've got enough. I think we've got enough to defend this time around. We have the gap. The mods affect multiplayer at all? If you use mods, you can't play multiplayer. until you remove the mods, basically. How does Mansell keep gaining time? I don't know, bro. I have no idea. He's a demon. Absolute demon. All we got to do, chat, is defend on lap 53, turn 1, and we should lock in a P2 here. Just recharge the battery, give it everything down towards the opening corner, and we should hopefully be all right. Come on. Beautiful hairpin again. He's not getting a good hairpin at all. That's where we get our time. Let's try and recharge a little bit more on these 2 corners at Spoon. And it's flat out towards 130 on the final chicane. And then we'll be on to the final lap. Here we go. Come on. Magic creates this engine mods. To be fair, I think you can use engine mods in multiplayer. I think. I'm pretty sure I've seen some people do it. But it is doable, I think. I think the gap's big enough, isn't it? 6/10 on the final corner. We've got plenty of battery to hold him off here. We should be good. Johansson will not get past on the final lap of turn 1. That's the most important place to hold position. No mistakes now, chat. No mistakes.
Well done.
And we should get ourselves a very nice little P2, and we'll keep up a 100% podium streak as well. 100% top 2 as well, I'm pretty sure. And with us being P2, we'll hold the championship lead heading into Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. Well, maybe not Saudi Arabia, depends what happens in Bahrain, but either way, very, very strong start to this season. And it looks like it's going to continue here. I get another nice exit there from the hairpin. We're collecting that battery very nicely. I'll tell you what, we did really good on the fuel saving as well. The fuel saving was perfect for today's Grand Prix. Nigel Mansell takes the win. Here in Japan, shock horror. He led every single lap here in Japan. There was nothing we could do to stop him today. But I tell you what, chat, we are going to get the next best thing. It's back-to-back P2s for ourselves. Through the final chicane we go. We held off Johansson beautifully in those last couple of laps. And we'll get ourselves as back-to-back second place. We retain the championship lead to go with it as well. GG's, ladies and gentlemen. What a start to this Grand Prix. This career. This has been so far with Berry Huckleheim. GG's, ladies and gentlemen. Another driver of Devon Dumfries as well. Back-to-back, I'm pretty sure, for him there too. But, yeah, 3 podiums on the bounce, ladies and gentlemen. What a season we are having as a rookie as well. 1 win, 2 P2s. Let's keep this going to Bahrain. Oh, my bolt was not even open. That's awkward.
What more can we say?
Ah, man. 445,000 points going to 11 people. Holy moly. Someone must have done a very big bet towards the later stage of that or something, because I did not see that much when I first saw it.
Celebrates yet again. It's another podium. It's another top step for Max Verstappen.
He meant Nigel Mansell. It was a slip of the tongue. You put 200k in, Hazy? Fair play, mate. Fair play. You've been balling in the points today, huh? Respect. Plus respect. Is it mistaken? Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, Nigel Mansell, a very Dutch-sounding name and stuff.
It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action.
310 back, bruh.
What's next?
Is that a sign to start gambling or something, or what? There we go, ladies and gentlemen. A solid result for ourselves. Nigel Mansell will take victory then at the end of the Japanese Grand Prix. We'll finish up in P2 with Stefan Johansson in P3 as well. Prost and Piquet in that top 5. Keke Rosberg in P6. A very poor race from him. He qualified on the front row and ended up finishing 50 seconds away from the lead. So, yeah, really poor display from Keke Rosberg. Michel Alboreto finishes P7. Senna in P8. Our teammate Jared Berger finishes P9. And Dumfries in P10 as well. For some reason, his name is still not fixed. So I don't know what's going on with that. Any other results down here? We didn't have any DNFs today, did we? We had 3 retirements in China. We didn't get a single one in today's Grand Prix, which is a bit of a rarity. Yeah, either way, good points scored for the team. Let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship heading into the Bahrain Grand Prix. So, we still lead the championship, but it has come down significantly against the Williams driver of Nigel Mansell. 3 points separate ourselves and him going into Bahrain. Stefan Johansson moves into third place as well. 21 points down. Ayrton Senna was obviously, I think, 8 points down or 9 points down. Going into this Grand Prix, it's now 23 points down. So a really poor display from the Lotus driver. Rosberg in P5, Alboreto P6, Nelson PK, Prost, Dumfries, and René Arnoux in that top 10 so far. Jared Berger, our teammate, currently in 11th. Still quite a few drivers yet to score a point heading into the 4th round. But heading into the 4th round as well, this is how the Constructors' Championship looks after the Japanese Grand Prix. So Williams lead it by 13 points so far to ourselves in 2nd, Ferrari in 3rd, Lotus in 4th, McLaren in 5th. 28 points separating the top 5. Not much between the top 5 teams, is there? However, there's a big gap between 6th and upwards, though. Ligier currently on 4 points, Arrows on 2, Terrell on 1, Lola and Brabham yet to score a point so far this season. But, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for the Japanese Grand Prix. GG's.